Good morning, guys. We came out of a couple of days of very heavy rain, and I'm headed down now. Dogs are going nuts. I'm headed down now to go ahead and see what the creek looks like. I'm planning to do some trail maintenance in a couple of days with grandgirl and a hiking buddy and grandson, so should be doing pretty good. As always, my dogs are with me. I love to look at the creek when it's in flood. I'm always thrilled with hydraulics. I think that's one of the wonders of nature, is how our creeks and rivers can be so powerful and then come down to these beautiful calm trickles that we get. Oh, okay. Still got some clouds in the sky, but there's some sunshine coming through. That's nice. I'm tired of the rain. I slept almost most of yesterday, I guess it was. Had a little bit more washout on the road. We had 2 inches come down very rapidly last night. Not sure what shape the crossing's going to be in, so I want to go get a good look at it. Listen for a minute. You can hear the creek. She's singing today. One of our campsites down here, we call it Singing Waters because you can hear the creek so easily. A long time ago, when we were hosting so many volunteers, I had 3 platforms down there for tents, and each of them had a name. You know, I got to name everything, of course, but it was wonderful to be able to put them up in someplace fairly comfortable. And we had a little primitive bathhouse down there with a shower with wood heat. We took most of that down when I decided not to host volunteers. But I've been being encouraged lately to start having volunteers come back in. Have to back into a teaching role instead of a lead the crew role now. But this is what I call the Mother Rock. She's the beauty. She's the heart of the place to me. And well, we're not having a lot of runoff, so the creek should be on the way down. That's good news. It was up and roaring last night. Comes up, goes down pretty fast. Oh, look how beautiful. All the beech trees. You know, we lost some of the massive beech trees in a big heavy storm a couple of years ago. But we've got some others starting to replace them. Now there's a good sized one down there. There are a couple more up. And there's still some massive ones up on the place, and then of course back in the natural forest behind us. But it is so beautiful. I love this rock. She just speaks to me. Look at the tree roots here. Yeah, it's... Hi, Charlie. What you doing, man? This road, I've been down here when this is ankle deep in water. And we've had in some flood seasons that we've had. Thankfully, hopefully, it's not going to be like that this year. Charlie's sure that Zeus is into something he doesn't want to get into. Wonder what they found. We had something come in last night. The big dogs went ape for about an hour. And they ran it. They pushed it off the place, whatever it was. Charlie, what are you barking at? Yeah. Oh, gross. Something dead. We had a varmint make a kill, evidently, because the dogs are just, and you can smell it. I see you, Chip. Are you sure you're going to carry? Thank you. I needed some kindling wood. I really did. Yeah, you got that stick, huh? Yes, you do. I see you. Wow. We had some... All right, that's enough. Hush. Charlie, hush. Oh, we've had a year. All the wild ginger's coming up beautifully, and we had a good bloom of dwarf iris. Jip is going nuts playing with the gumballs. That's her thing. She plays with gumballs. All the way down, all the way back up. Yep. But just in a short space, we got poison ivy all over the place, bloodroot and wild ginger. Looks like we got both kinds. We have both a deciduous and an evergreen wild ginger here. There's a, I don't remember the botanical names right now, but there goes Sue. Oh, look, guys. Just to walk through this, you can smell the ozone in the air. Oh boy. Got a little bit of wind this morning. Right here. They're almost done blooming. This whole area was covered earlier. This is an old road that goes up through our place. Goes up over the bluff up there. But here's Blue, my big four-wheel drive. It got hit by the ice storm. Front end is crunched. Got to do some repair on it. That's this summer's project. Right now we've got a lot of other things going on. But I wanted to come down and look at the creek and maybe do a little bushwalking before I go up and get started. I've got a construction project going on, and I got to go up and get started on it later today. But yeah. Oh gosh. The diversity here on this property, one of the things that drew me to it, you know, it's a rough north-facing slope, but going from the creek bottoms up to the bluff, the tops of the bluff lines, we've probably got 4 or 5 different specific ecosystems going on. And that diversity, I think, is what we're losing as we do so much clearing and get so populated. I think we need to do some thought about how we develop things, you know. Oh gosh, guys. Umbrella magnolia. Let me see if I can get a closer view here. This one, look at the size of this guy. Got a big old locust back in there. I think she's just finished blooming. Isn't that gorgeous? Clouds are still moving over. Sorry about the non-smooth transition. Oh yeah, she's gone back down. Huh. Oh gosh. Just a morning amble here. Mm-hmm. I've seen this creek up, probably a half dozen times where it's covered this island. One of the things... Okay, I hear you. One of the things about living with a land like this is you see how the land shifts and changes. You can see that overhang has slid out, in the past 20 years, probably about 6 inches. You know, Ozark's not exactly a stable landscape. We've still got a branch of the New Madrid Fault that runs very close to us. Now, she didn't get up quite as high as I expected, but look at that. Oh gosh. Just a morning amble. The moss. And see, this is where we can gather our different kinds of lichen and everything. There's things that are part of it. Oh, there. You can see by the leaves how high up here. We got up to that rock there. But, yeah. I want to check and see if we had any damage when it got so high. My little car only has about 8 inches of clearance, so I have to check on the levels when I'm planning to go out. I couldn't get out yesterday. It was up too high. But you can see how high the creek gets sometimes. It brings these massive trees down. Gosh. Boo's a water dog. She's so cute. She loves the water. Yeah, I can cross. I could cross now if I had to. That's a little bit deep. That swale there is a little bit deeper than I like, but this is what it is. This island has been slowly being cut away as time has gone by. I see you, Boo. Funny how things change. That's just part of it. I think I'll do a little bit of bushwhacking along the creek here. See what it all looks like. Here comes Moosey down the hill. What's the matter, Moose? Were you asleep? Were you asleep? Jip. Hush. She has a comment on everything. You better hush. This was an old road originally. 100 years ago, this road zigzagged back and forth down the creek. Of course, now we've got different roads going on, but yeah. A lot of young beech coming up here. This will be repopulated pretty soon. Umbrella magnolia and dwarf iris back in there. Gosh. We have a lot of witch hazel down through here. And alder. I've got quite a few alder down along the creek here. I'm going to get wet if I go down here. Yeah, I'm going to push past this umbrella magnolia anyhow. Let's see if I can see where I'm putting my feet. This is one of my favorite runs. see what else we can find. Something else has been through here knocking these down. I bet you we had a bear go through last night the way the dogs were carrying on. I don't know what it was, but they were not happy. Okay, Susie, you're going to have to move. 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 Let Mama out. Come on. There. Yes, I know. Zeus. Good morning, Zeus. Zeus, the old man of the bunch. Oh, yeah. Wow. Looks like some Joe Pye weed coming up. We're getting a lot of young beech. This year's been a good year for them, huh? Hey, baby. Oh, lots of iris this year. I think you get right to the middle of things, of course. Got quite a bit of hepatica out here. Find it every once in a while. Such a variety of things. I love it. You know, I tend to companion plant in my garden, and people ask why. It's because it's healthier for your ground, for one thing. There you go. That's some false Solomon seal. And hepatica. Within, you know, just inches of each other. I've also got some of the sharp-pointed hepatica further up on the in there, but I just want to go down here and see this. And I usually harvest the old man's beard, usney, but being lazy this morning. Love this tree. There's some sunlight. Yay. Hey, pups. That's being washed out more and more. Took down a big rock there. And we've got a new rock here. That rock wasn't there when we first moved here. It got washed downstream. Talk about power. This is what I call my reading rock. I come down here and sit and read a lot. That's nice. Well, if you can imagine this island being covered in water. How much this creek will flood sometimes. yet. But this, my dears, is why I love this place so much. You know, we live pretty primitive, but it's so worth it to be able to do this. Hey Charlie, what you doing? Okay, we're headed home. You guys have a good one.